Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all acquaintance be forgot. Be forgot.
And Father Time.
Is that what Father Time?
There's Father Time.
America.
America, God
Send His grace on thee.
And then what did she say? Fucking Fergie. Yeah, what's up, y'all? Welcome
the remix, good.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shots.
Happy New Year.
Oh my God, that was.
Husband's gonna be mad at us.
Oh my God, that shit was at the Warriors game, and I just remember after that video got remixed. Oh my God, it just gets stuck in your head.
I love it.
It's so good.
I like.
Yeah.
Every time I hear the national anthem, I go search that up and I put that.
Oh
on.
my God, it's so good. It's so bad, yet so good.
It's so great. It was so bad she put out an apology. She was like, you know what, guys, I tried something new and it doesn't always work out. I almost felt bad that she felt bad.
It was so bad her husband wanted to fight KD.
Oh my God,
We're just
laughing.
reacting? Oh, that's hilarious. What, they can't do one-handed
Not at all. Flips.
Yeah, one-handed flips like her? Shit. What's up, y'all? Happy New Year. It is the New Year's episode. We went through a whole 2021.
Wow.
Dang, that's crazy.
Man.
Crazy, we made it.
Here, well, let's pop open a bottle of champagne and open up a little fizzy for Rick.
All right, you
My
got it.
best.
You know what you're doing, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're just gonna aim for one of these lights.
Do
here.
not.
Pointed at my eye.
Well-
yeah.
Okay, you know how to do it without popping it, popping it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure they hear it.
Woo! Yes. Okay, so we had originally asked for us to have some sparkling apple cider for you,
Yeah.
but it didn't work out that way today.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Nobody has it.
They're probably sold out.
No, it's like not there yet.
Oh,
Not a thing. Yeah.
not quite the season.
And look, man, I had a very rough start to my day, okay? I don't know if Mercury is still in reggaeton, but it was a rough start to my day. Let's cheers and then we'll talk about it.
Cheers. Aw.
Cheers. Cheers, Risky Risker, though.
I had no idea this was dark.
Me neither.
Yeah, we learned something new today.
It's lime. Why
That
would
looks
it be
like
dark?
grape
No,
juice.
not that.
Oh, that's the Red Bull?
Yeah.
No,
oh,
it's
the blue one.
blueberry.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But I figured it'd be the color of regular Red Bull.
Yes.
No, the blue one is dark like that, which was cool because when I was on Wild 'N Out one year when they weren't serving liquor in the back,
Mhm.
they were only serving wine.
Ooh.
And I was like, man, I'd like to sip a little something, but I don't want the wine to get me sleepy. So I would mix red wine with that shit,
Red Bull.
with the berry
Mhm.
Red Bull.
That sounds like some trailer park shit.
It very much was, but it wasn't bad. I tell you what,
Probably delicious.
it very delicious and nutritious. But yes, I had a fucking rough start to my day. I was trying to be here so prepared for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna leave the house early. I'm gonna go get this champagne. I'm gonna get some apple cider for Rick. We're gonna have everything ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up Blades from her hotel.
Early.
Early. I was ready. And then just as I was about to leave the fucking house, couldn't find my wallet anywhere. And Chia would tell you, hey, everything has a place, babe. That's your fault. You don't put things where they're supposed to go.
Oh, I
Damn,
wanna
that is-
fight.
But she didn't say that this
Okay,
time.
good job.
But I always put my wallet in either two places. I put it right by the lamp before I leave the house or right by my nightstand or on my nightstand by my bed. This shit was nowhere to be found today. I don't know what the fuck happened. So I was like struggling. I was like, I don't feel like getting an Uber because I feel like getting an Uber is saying I lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then finally I was like, all right, fuck it. Call the Uber. We DoorDash some champagne. Use DoorDash.com, the code No Chaser to sign up. And we're here. We're here. And I figure, you know what? Let's just woo-saw and just have a great day.
But your morning was like someone's year. Could you imagine? 2021, you just summed it up right there. It was like you feel prepared and then you're not. And then you got to figure out how to get through it, even though you don't want to.
I mean, at the very least, it was better than 2020.
Oh,
This is true.
2021 was like, you're catching the end of 2020. We're like, are we getting any better? And we're still,
It's better.
it's better.
It's definitely better.
It's better.
I mean,
but 2020 wasn't terrible for me.
oh, I mean,
Right,
we
we-
had
yeah.
great 2020.
Yeah, it was a
But
conflicting.
2021 is definitely better.
Yeah.
2021, I think, was a good, for me, it felt like a really good reset. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I think 2020, I feel like everybody went into 2020 being like, this is the year. 2020 vision. I see the vision. And then all that shit crumbled into a million
Yo,
pieces.
2020 was, when you really reflect on it outside of just like what happened internally, you're like, how the fuck did we get through it?
Yeah.
Then 2021, like everybody's optimistic. It's like, it can't get worse.
Exactly. And it didn't.
It didn't.
And I think it was a good time to just, you know, I feel like by 2021, even though the pandemic was fucked up still, right?
Yeah.
We kind of had a hold on things in terms of like a routine. Because 2020 was like, what the fuck
Yeah.
do I do?
Yeah.
No one was leaving
People
the
fighting
house.
over toilet paper.
Yeah, fighting over toilet paper. We're fucking, you know, I'm Clorox bleaching all my groceries.
Oh my
Everything.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't know what
Yeah.
to do, right?
Bruh, you want to know what prepared me or made me optimistic? Murder hornets falling back.
Right.
I was like, okay, they get it.
Yeah.
They get it.
Yeah.
We need some chill
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, maybe this is go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, at the end of the day, 2021 is the year I had my first child,
Yeah.
which was like, I feel like, well, forever, you know, it's like, because of that, it's probably one of the best years of my life, right? And the fact that the pandemic allowed me to be able to stay home with the baby, I didn't have to
blessing.
work, I didn't have to travel, I could just stay and watch her slowly develop into a little tiny developing person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, that is the reason why the rest of your time for a long time is going to be like this morning. When she starts walking
Oh God.
and hiding shit,
Oh.
so much stuff you're not going to find. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Man, she's crawling, so she's already we're tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're tired and she hasn't even officially started walking yet. So it's a struggle. Chia is zombie mode right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially on the few days where I really have to, like today where I'm gone all day shooting the
Yeah.
podcast. Chia's like, I'll get back home. And she was like, okay, can I shower now?
Oh,
She's like, can I shower? She's like, I'm starving. Can I shower? I'm like, yes, do all the things.
nice.
Calling all baby proofers. Somebody come and baby proof the shit out of their house. Somebody who does it professionally. Make a video about that. So
Ooh.
y'all don't have to worry as much.
Oh,
Just let
facts.
her roam free.
Facts. We do have to do that. That is the next step because, like, at this point, you know, she's standing.
Yeah.
Hanging on to standing stuff. By the time this airs, she'll probably be standing.
Yeah.
So it's like she's so curious. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing is keeping her away from the plants because I guess plants are really like poisonous for babies or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess no one should be chewing on plants, but
Yeah, when not babies are cats.
yeah, okay. Plants, and she is getting a little curious with the outlets, you know. But she's getting smarter in terms of, like, she's banged her head a few times now at this point from just like trying to stand up and falling or just being like just toppling over, that now she's getting smarter. You know what I'm saying? She'll be crawling, and then you can tell when she's on the hardwood, she's a little more, puts her hands out faster because she's not trying to bang her head, you know? This shit's crazy, man.
Aw.
She got sick for the first time
Oh,
because
yeah.
of me.
I saw your tweet.
Oh, I felt like such just a shithead father, man.
You were.
Well, I was in
You
the-
endangered all of us, by the way.
Bruh. Didn't tell nobody.
Didn't tell
including
nobody.
Veda.
I got
Never
a
told
job
Veda.
too, right? Like you didn't tell Veda, you didn't tell us. He was like, I don't have COVID though.
You know
I
what he
didn't.
told us? When a bunch of us was at his house
Shut up.
for hours already.
I didn't have COVID. That was the main thing. I tested twice before I saw anybody.
Uh-huh.
And I made sure not to kiss any of y'all in the mouth. So I felt like we were good. But I got back from New York, and it wasn't until a couple days after New York I felt this little, and sometimes the goes away after like a day. So I didn't feel like it was a big deal. And then next day I had full out runny nose. And mind you, because of the whole pandemic, I hadn't been sick in like 2 years, I normally get sick around wintertime. I'll get a little cold, right? But I thought I was being so good, being cautious of the baby. Like, if I held her, I would not get too close to her face, and I wasn't trying to. Every time I blew my nose, I'd wash my hands because I was touching shit in the house, and I thought I was being good. There was one time she fell asleep on me, and I damn near had a hemorrhage in my brain trying to stop from coughing because I was just not trying to cough around her. But then, after I was feeling good. I just see a little thing running down her nose. I was like, oh, shit. And it's fucked up. Like, if she was 3 or 4 and kind of knew how to blow her nose, I'm not tripping as much. But she don't know what's going on.
No.
I feel so bad.
Jerk.
I know. She would be like, you would see her just congested, nose running, boogers, crying, not like she gets so uncomfortable. She would rub her eyes because she don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm spending all my time sucking boogers out with the little booger sucker. And at one point it was funny because she had her first hand modeling job, which was interesting, doing a bunch of that. And but she was shooting all day, and I really needed a haircut because I was shooting the next day. So my backup barber, I met through David So, right? And I was like, hey, bro, how far do you stay from your barber? He was like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, all right, check this out. It would be great if you met me at your barber, just kind of watch Veda while I'm getting a cut. Afterwards, lunch is on me. He was like, deal, no problem.
Right.
We met at my barbershop. But then Chia was like, you know what, babe, for you to get a haircut and get lunch and be in traffic, it might be and she's sick. That might be a long time for the baby to be out and about like that. I was like, shit, you right. I was like, hey, David, how down would you be to just come watch the baby while I get a haircut?
No lunch.
No lunch. He was like, fuck it, it's cool. I'm like, sweet, right? So everything's going great for the first half of the cut. You know what I'm saying? David's holding the baby, bouncing her around. She's giggling. It's cool. I'm getting my haircut. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't great. And she was just screaming, boogers. David pointed out to me that wet diapers smell like ramen, and now I will never unsmell it.
Stop it.
Let me tell you something.
Nope. I'm not thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna, don't think about it. I love ramen.
Yeah, I've already been there. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, he said it to me, and I was like, that's weird. But then now, and it's not. But here's the thing: it's not the legit ramen. It's the cup noodles that it smells like.
Yeah.
And so now every time she fucking pees her diaper, I smell fucking cup noodles.
Shit.
Yeah.
But so I'm trying to change her, right? She's wilding the fuck out, boogers, tears.
Aww.
And so I take out the booger sucker, and Barber's like, what's that? I get in there, I'm sucking the boogers out. His jaw drops. He's like, oh, but he's like, if I ever thought I was ready for kids, I am not. He was shocked by this shit, you know?
Dear Barber, you don't have to do it that way. There's a thing you can just squeeze and it sucks out. Tim enjoys that.
But no, the bulb is trash compared to the actual mouth sucker though. The bulb is difficult, but
use the camera blower. Those are more powerful to suck in.
Suck?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. All right. Well, but she's on the upswing.
It's good, man.
She's good now. She's a little congested, but she's all right.
Don't you hate when the day is just busy? Back-to-back meetings, errands to run, chores to do, and you're hungry. Well, I got a little secret to help you clear that to-do list. DoorDash. That's right, you can get dinner, you can get household essentials, you can get everything on your grocery list delivered right to your door. That's right. Along with all your favorite restaurants, you can now get groceries and household items through DoorDash, all under an hour. So whether you're craving late night ice cream, or you forgot that one key ingredient to tonight's dinner, or you just need to stock up for the week, DoorDash got you all in one app. And for a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code NOCHASER. That's 25% off up to a $10 value, and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code NOCHASER. Don't forget, that's code NOCHASER for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply.
Hey, real quick, let's talk about mental health, okay? Did you know that in the last year, rates of anxiety and depression have doubled in the United States? These days, it can take weeks to get a traditional therapy appointment. That's why you need Cerebral, okay? Cerebral is an online mental health service that offers prescription medication, counseling, and therapy for anxiety, depression, ADHD, insomnia, and more. Cerebral is one of the few services that provides prescription medication online through a licensed provider and ships medication straight to your door. You can skip the pharmacy lines, and you get unlimited messaging with your care team. Cerebral is in network for several insurers, and they're working every day to grow their partnerships. And guess what? For listeners of No Chaser, you can receive 65% off your first month of medication, management, and care counseling at cerebral.com/nochaser. Okay? Just go to cerebral.com/nochaser for 65% off your first month. That's just a total of $30 to get started. Now that's lit. Join Cerebral today on their mission to make quality mental health care accessible and affordable for all. Now, I think this is important, all right? Because we don't talk about mental health enough, all right? So go get you some Cerebral. Which is, how was your year, Nikki Blades?
I got a new job. I started at 99.7 now in San Francisco.
I thought you were going to say 99 cent store. And...
it's been great. I get a discount.
Assistant manager.
I really worked hard for the position. But yes, ending 2020, I had left K-Win, still love everybody out in Stockton in 209. Left there and got a job offer at 99.7 now, which is in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. And so I work for Big Bay Mornings. Mm-hmm. And I started that literally the first work week of January 2021. So I've been doing that. It's been it's interesting. There's levels. As you grow in that space of you have to start off here in order to get there. It's so different than the entertainment world. Well, I feel it's a part of it. Radio is, but there's such a corporate element to it. And you do got to work your way up, right? So I started that in January, and where we started the year versus where we are now, completely different. I had a brand new job during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. I had only met these guys once in person, and it was the interview process. And they know they were not nice to me. They knew. I mean, you're trying to see if this is going to work. They had already gone through another situation. It was like getting with somebody that just went through a really bad breakup. They're on a dating app. They got baggage, and they have a list of requirements. So I had only met them once, and then worked up until maybe 2-3 months ago with them via Zoom. Yeah. I did not see them in between. So it was a really strange year, and I know a lot of people had to work from Zoom, and then now we're in the studio. So it's I've had 3 years in one in 2021. So it's been a lot of this. It was really interesting.
Yeah. How Rick, how was your 2021, dog?
2021 was great. Moved into a dope ass new place.
It's beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the big thing, because it was a long time coming. That place was literally being built when we moved into our first place. Wow. And we were just man, hopefully by the time our lease is up, that shit is done and we can get approved. And it all worked out. It worked out almost perfect timing. Yeah. I had to do a little extending on the last place or whatever. Cost a little more. Fuck y'all for that. But yeah, that's fucking dope. And it's just been a good year.
Work-wise, right? Do you feel work has been really good this year?
Yeah, man. We've done a lot goodie-wise. We got stuff we can't talk about yet, but we got some dope shit solidified.
Oh, we really do.
Yeah.
We really do. 2022. 2022.
21. It's going to be great. 21, 22, 24.
We got some dope shit coming from Goody in the next year. Yeah.
Tway's fucking year has been amazing.
Yeah,
Tway's killing it,
bruh.
Tway got in a rocket ship at the beginning of the year and said,
"Yeah,
to the moon."
What the fuck?"
Yeah.
damn, nigga, you gonna leave me soon? What's going
I was
on?
like, yo, that open shit. We closing the door now.
Whoa.
Is this in preparation for something?
Yeah. Like, what's going on? But no, that shit's amazing. It's dope to watch. So yeah. This has been a good fucking year.
Yeah, I just thought about it too. I got a job. Then I started working with Superb Sportswear.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, worked with them, had my own clothing line. And then we've been doing this. I just picked up, by this time, hopefully it'll be out there, a sports show for Snapchat. And then I've been working with Playmaker Betting and doing some of their stuff for their online. So it's been like, we've been doing a lot.
Let's go.
Good,
I think it's it's nice to, even though it's like cliche or whatever, to like look back on your year. I think it's important to really take a second, and even though every year has its ups and downs, to really look back and be like, yeah, you know what, I made it another year. I'm here.
Yeah.
I got some shit done, and like pat yourself on the back a little bit.
Well, because it's easy to look at all the stuff that didn't work out.
Right.
And it's easy to look back at the year because there's a lot of shit that we can be. We can write out the list of things that did not go right this year. But like everything else somehow worked out. And then I'm not looking forward to seeing everybody's highlight reels on social media coming up soon. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not looking forward to seeing those things, but I do like seeing your playlist of what podcast you watch the most.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wait,
love
because you a hater or because it's annoying? Oh, because it's too much.
It's almost like because we all do it at the same time.
Yeah, okay.
And then you got to decide, like, I'm happy, like, I want to show off too, but got to do it in a different way.
It's annoying. Well, on Instagram, like, everyone does the top 9 posts or whatever. And I had to stop doing them using the app that does it, or the website, because it would just be pictures of Chia. It would just be pictures. Like last year, it was literally just pictures of pregnant Chia. I'm like, all right, guys, I get it, but like,
damn, you weren't even the most important thing of your year last year.
Well, I mean, and that makes sense. I mean, the most important thing in my life is the most important thing in my grid. But it was like, so I would go through. I had to manually pick, like, I enjoyed these other 8 moments as well, besides knocking up my wife.
Yeah, you fucking jerks.
This year, it's just going to be all pictures of Veda.
Oh, my God, yes.
So I'm going to have to go in and change that around, because it's about me too, guys, all right? But actually, and I've said this in just past things, my mom told me that 2021, a psychic told her that 2021 was going to be like, just one of my best years or whatever. And in my head, I thought it was going to be career-wise. But it's for sure because of Ada, but to be fair also, which is kind of weird, come to think of it, this was my best year also, like, financially. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's weird to think, because, I feel like I did... Deliciousness. Oh,
yeah, you had Deliciousness this year. Oh, shit, yeah, you did.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cool. That was lit, too. Got a new show. And, I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about this yet, but fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it. Deliciousness got picked up for 20 more episodes.
Yay!
Yes. Yeah,
Damn.
we start shooting next in 2022.
That's dope. And you have your new podcast too.
Oh yeah. Launched the new podcast with David. So don't fret. It will not affect No Chaser. This is just another.
What they all say.
Right. So when Rick and I have to branch off,
Right.
Well, here's the thing. One of the main reasons is because they was already talking about doing their own side shits too. So I was like,
I say everybody should.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about this show is everybody doing their own thing makes coming together even better. It's like any relationship. You just cannot be obsessed with each other, because then you have nothing else going on for us to talk about. Look, if I didn't have the radio, what the fuck would I be talking about?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So that was it was good, because Studio 71 originally, they were like, hey, we want to do a podcast. They wanted No Chaser. And I'm like, look, homie, it's Cast Gang all day because they paying me. But
well, we already got our gang.
Like, Cast Gang, homie, I already re-signed the contract. So, but I was like, how would y'all like a new podcast? And they was like, all right. And I was like, look at this cast contract. Does it say I can't start another one? And they were like, lawyers were like, nah, you straight. So I was like, all right, cool. So hilarious. So I got a separate podcast with David. Y'all, it's been out for a couple months now at this point. Just about food. We should definitely get you on there.
Yes, bring me in. Bites with Blades. I've switched it up from Nikki Street Eats.
Ooh, Bites with Blades. I like that way better.
Thank you. It's along the lines of I've been checking out a lot more of the Michelin-starred restaurants and kind of the places that now I really want to give back to the food community because it was a hard year too. But like getting dressed up, going out, enjoying dinner for what I feel like it's supposed to be when you go out to dinner, you know, the company you keep. So Bites with Blades has transitioned into something like that. So yeah.
That's lit. Man, let me get some funding. I want to like, you know, if anything, I was so lazy, but I had an excuse to be lazy, but because of Veda. But I think this is the last year I can use Veda. This is the first and last year I can use Veda as an excuse for bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? Because initially I was like, 2021, I'm going to write this movie. I'm going to finish this album. And by finish this album, I mean start this album. But but then the baby happened.
The baby did happen this year.
Fucking asshole.
Right.
Oh,
man.
Wait. Never mind.
Nah. We talking about the same one.
Not the baby, the baby, my baby.
Gotta use them THs, man.
Right, because you say, duh, we don't talk about him.
I was like, damn, Rick, Veda the asshole.
He gonna go home.
Hey,
Your
baby.
uncle.
Veda baby. Veda Bay. But yeah, I was really thinking I was gonna get that shit done, especially with like time off for the pandemic and shit like that. And I just didn't get it done. But this is the year, y'all.
Yeah.
2022. I'ma write this movie.
Well, okay, look, you had time. I felt like everybody gave themselves the leeway in 2021. You had to.
Yeah.
You had to be very forgiving to yourself because there were certain things you couldn't do. Your friend group adjusted, relationships adjusted, family. I mean, this was probably between 2020 and then 2021 mentally. Yo, just getting by. I don't think we talked about mental health as much up until like last year and this year to really,
right.
you know what I mean? Like really putting emphasis on it. So going into 2022, I think everybody figured out how to deal in case we got to deal with this shit again. Like, you know what I mean? Like the emergency bag is now packed. Yeah. And then going forward, we know how to react in these situations. Like, granted, unemployment rate went up this year because people were quitting, not because they were just losing jobs. They were quitting because they were like, nah, this isn't that important to me anymore.
Right.
Let me figure out what I actually want. And so 2022, I think, is just going to be a boom for everybody.
Yeah, you saying that reminds me of, I think, this past year, and I didn't even make the correlation that maybe it's just because we've been home, is that more and more people started going to therapy, and I think therapy became like an acceptable and almost necessary thing for a lot of people, where I feel like it was kind of, just kind of an extra thing before, right? And not that, and I'm not in therapy, but I do feel like this past year was the first time where I kind of really, and even from just talking to you guys, right, and us, and this being our own little therapy, me realizing that, oh, you know what, there are things that I needed to work on in terms of how I communicate that I never realized before, that like, because for the first time ever, I've been with Chia every fucking day, that I realized I'm not communicating the way I thought I did. You know what I'm saying? And for the first time, I had to kind of put myself in check and be like, yo, you need to work on this. You need to change some things because you ain't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? And I think the just being home made me have to realize that about myself.
Yes.
You know?
Ooh, it was a mirror. We all were looking in the mirror. We all were looking in the mirror because pretty much you didn't have the outlets to ignore it.
Right.
You had
I couldn't just leave.
You couldn't just leave because where are you going?
And even when I did leave for like a week in New York, or in my head beforehand, I was like, oh man, I finally get a break from the baby and the wife. I get to go out and have some fun.
You're missing me.
Yeah, I got to my hotel. I'm like, man, I don't want to be here. What y'all doing?
Call the front desk. Hey, y'all got like babies? Sir?
Can I borrow one? Like, look, I ain't trying to keep it. Just want to play with it for a little bit.
Anybody over there got a little baby I can just borrow for an
He's
hour?
over there just taking.
Yeah. I'm sitting right up.
Do you take? I can see you doing this as you start to travel more. Are you going to take a little Veda something with you when you travel?
A vacation?
Like, vacation. Like
her favorite toy.
Yeah, like a little blankie. Or
So she
something.
could be sad without her favorite
Well,
toy.
maybe not her. Maybe give her a toy she might not like that much, but then you can have it with you, like when you travel.
You know what?
A lock of her hair.
Maybe not. He's all
a cup of noodles.
It's like, sir, your writer says you want 17 cups of cup of noodles, beef flavored. Why?
You know what? I thought about that, and then I realized I'm not a little bitch. No, I'm just kidding. No, I never thought of that, because in my head I was like, I'll just FaceTime her, right?
Yeah.
And I really was ready for like to have like, oh, I'm gonna FaceTime her and she's gonna just be so happy when she sees me, and she does not give a fuck.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Like me FaceTiming my dog. Like, does Onyx actually care that
literally.
I'm FaceTiming him? No, he's like, where's my food at?
Yeah, she's just looking at me like, what show is this? Get this out of
It's
here.
on the YouTube.
She's like, Daddy, I'm sick of wilding out clips. Stop showing me this shit. I mean, if I was to, start picking up the traveling again, I mean, I don't know, man. I wouldn't need all that.
No. Well, I mean, technology, I guess. Technology. Yeah, it's different, but I still think that's sweet. I'm still the type of person that, like, if we were together, I want a little, like, even though I can call you, I like a little sentimental something.
A shirt that smells like that person.
Oh my God, yes.
A lot of his pit hair.
Do you know, normally the ones I date don't have pit hair, so I gotta find it from other places.
Speaking of Veda and pit hair, she has these. She doesn't grow any. But
What the fuck?
She is new.
she has this new thing that she does.
Oh God.
What? Okay, so first of all,
That's the champagne while you're at.
I like. Yes, I like to chill. With when I'm at home, I just be in my drawers. Right here, Nikki Blades. I'll pour you a little more bubbly there. Happy New Year to you.
New Year.
Where I like to lay out just in my drawers and I'm chilling at the house. And first, Veda she sees my nipple, and I thought that she just thinks she can get food out of there. So I thought that's why she would be going after it and trying to pick at it. Mm-hmm. But at this point, she knows it's no food, it's no milk coming out of there. She likes to just find it and dig her nail into my nipple. And look, it hurts a lot.
What that feel like?
That's what mom feels.
Yeah. Oh, I know, right? And then so now the other day, I covered my nipple, and she tries to put my hand away so she can get to it. And also, she tugs on my armpit hair and grabs it. I'm like, bruh, leave me alone.
For every annoying thing you've ever done to Chia, Veda is doing to you now.
Payback.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I don't be digging my nails into Chia's nipples.
No, but you do be pulling her armpit.
Yeah.
It's funny. There are all these gimmicks that promise a great night's sleep, but I don't care what kind of toppers there are or how heavy a blanket may be, it's lipstick on a pig. If you're sleeping on a terrible mattress, your sleep will be terrible. It's that simple. That's why I recommend sleeping on a purple mattress. That's because purple mattresses have the Gel Flex Grid. The Gel Flex Grid is amazingly supportive for your back and legs while cushioning your shoulders, neck, and hips, no matter how you sleep. We got this purple pillow too. Oh my God, Chia loves it. It's perfect. It's not too soft. Supports your neck and shoulders. It feels great, okay? Try your purple mattresses with free shipping and returns. Financing is available too, okay? Getting a great night's sleep starts with having a great mattress. So get a purple mattress, guys. I'm telling you, it's lit. Go to purple.com/NoChaserGang10 and use code NoChaserGang10 for a limited time. You can get 10% off any order of $200 or more, okay? That's purple.com/NoChaserGang10, code NoChaserGang10 for 10% off any order of $200 or more. One more time, purple.com/NoChaserGang10, promo code NoChaserGang10. Terms apply. You're gonna love it. What's up, y'all? This episode is sponsored by Honey, okay? We all shop online. I'm up at night, 2, 3 a.m. shopping, buying all types of stuff. And we all see that little thing at the end for the promo code. It pops up, and then you don't have no promo code. You don't know what to do. Well, Honey is the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart, getting you all the savings, okay? Imagine you're shopping on one of your favorite sites. When you check out, the Honey button drops down, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons you can find for that site, and if Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the prices drop. Now, that's just lit, okay? I've saved plenty of money on equipment, clothes. Honey really comes through in the clutch, my guy. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings, all right? And if you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/NoChaser, okay? That's joinhoney.com/NoChaser.
But yeah, nah, it's fun, man. It's fun. She's gonna start walking and talking eventually soon. It was weird. 2022. We'll see what happens.
21.
So we talked about our resolutions last year. I remember one of mine being I would try to say, I'm saying less. And I tell you what, I think I failed during the first half of 2021, but I did a lot more podcast interviews during the last half of 2021.
Yeah, you did.
And I think I was able to kind of keep it in check, it definitely comes out, but I think I did all right.
I remember mine now, and I have been pretty successful.
What was it?
Give my unsolicited opinion a lot less on social media unless I'm here.
Aha.
Yeah.
So I
good.
pick my days where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit them with the black screen, a lot of text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we
That's
appreciate.
it for this week.
Right.
Or this month.
Right.
And there's a lot of shit that I start going and I'm like, you know what? Nope. Yesterday was one of them days.
Oh,
I had
yesterday
a
was one of
lot
them
to
days.
say, but I didn't do it.
I felt like watching you on social, you pick and choose, but everybody does look for your opinion. Like the way that you articulate how you feel about certain situations that are happening in current events that are major and heavily like talked about.
Yeah.
Your perspective, you do this whole like you check everybody's side, then you put it into your own words, but you're like, this is now left for you to do with what you need. If you agree with me, you agree with me. If you don't, you don't. But I left my opinion here. I'm not going to fight with you. I think literally you're like, I'm not fighting with you.
Right.
This is just my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this here.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's been tough.
Yeah.
But I've done it.
I've definitely been all the way through a tweet and then just deleted it. I'm like, this ain't worth it.
Yeah.
This not worth the time and the energy. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a time where everybody just wants to give their opinion on everything.
Yeah.
And some shit is you got to realize, I'm not going to change shit with this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pointless.
Like, if you think this incredibly stupid thing, in my opinion, there's no changing your mind. Like, you had to put thought into this very stupid thing, in my opinion. So what's the point? What's the point of saying something?
And if they're tweeting them stupid ass opinions, they're ready to argue about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So it's just no point.
Yeah.
Nikki Blaze, you got any resolutions?
Shit, I don't even remember mine. I felt this year I spent so much time by myself.
Yeah.
Because I live, you know what I mean? Like living alone, I had to reflect constantly. So whatever, it was fucking hard. It was so hard. I don't think people realize the amount of time and like your friends that are not in relationships by choice. Mind you, I could easily got into like a COVID ship, I had somebody to be quarantined with.
Of course.
But I spent a lot of time by myself and working on things. And I would say like my biggest takeaway from last year to this one is just like being more sure of myself. And it's understanding like why validation or why I need certain things and being able to understand more about myself. Because I don't think a lot of people, again, like don't ask themselves enough questions. And taking this time to be single during like one of the hardest parts.
One of the loneliest times.
I felt like it was good because everybody in my circle right now is so solid and we all worked on ourselves and we did the shit that we didn't want to do, but we had to do. And I would say going in from last year of uncertainty career-wise and getting to where I am now, I'm like, damn, growth is what 2021 was. It was looking in the mirror, checking all the things that I did not like and trying to adjust, and also really like fighting with depression this year, fighting that and figuring out how to overcome it, because eventually I do want a relationship and I want the relationship with myself to be better. And then I wanted, there's so much I want to be fulfilled. And I thought I needed a relationship before in order to do that. So work-wise, I'm like, okay, cool. Now energy can go here. And then also now I can move energy towards a relationship.
Yeah.
But I figured out how to do that this year.
I think that's the best and healthiest way you could have gone about it.
Yeah, because getting drunk by yourself is not fun. And I made a vow that I was not going to be drinking alone. Actually, I did that in 2020. I put that in place. I was like, hey, this whole drinking by yourself and getting real shitty, we got to cut that shit out in 2021. All right. You got to do that with someone.
Right. And how'd that, were you able to not do that?
Yeah. There was,
for you.
I had a really scary moment. I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but there was one day when I was living in the place that I was living at in Stockton, well, in in the valley, and I ended up like falling down my stairs. Like I slipped and I fell down my stairs, and I was on the phone and I was on the phone with somebody, and there was like this moment going, yo, if you get fucked up, no one's gonna find you. Like you don't communicate enough with people. you people know you like being alone. Like ain't nobody know what you're going through right now. If you do this shit, you're gonna end up dying in your apartment by yourself. It was the scariest shit. But I feel like everybody has a sobering moment, and that was one of those that I was like, oh, my family's not going to check on me because they're going to think I'm busy.
Yeah. Be like, oh, she's just doing her thing.
She's just doing her thing. So I realized I needed to communicate more about how I was feeling or like what I was going through so that people understood like, okay, she needs space, but I need to come back later. And then, you know, just drinking the way that I was drinking before because I was in the nightlife.
Right.
It was my everyday thing. So we transitioned out of that. I think even being here, we monitor a little bit more of what we do. So it was, it sucked. Growth hurts and it's terrible. And I'm not even fully where I want to be. But
you know what?
I feel like we're getting there and I'm looking forward to it.
Growth hurts, but then you get a growth spurt. Boy.
Yeah.
Gross shirt. What?
Oh, that's a gross shirt. But no, that's a dope shirt because if y'all didn't get your Nobody Cares t-shirt yet from goodybrand.com, make sure you get your Nobody Cares t-shirt. Because look, at the end of the day, when you're talking about your mental health, no one gives a shit.
Oh, while Nikki's talking, I'm like.
But Tim started with therapy first. He was like, I want to go to therapy. Well, I think about it too. Nobody cares, Nikki.
You know, speaking of drinking alone, you know, I also don't
alone.
I don't drink alone. But like the other day,
I drink alone.
The other day we had our friend Michelle Martinez came through to the crib with her daughter and her husband. And at first she was like, "You're sick. You better not drink." But I was getting over my cold, so I was like, "Maybe I'm straight, right?" Because as soon as when Misha and her husband got there, I was like, "You want a beer?" And he was like, "I mean, I'll have one if you have one." I was like, "I'll have one with you, dog." And then I was like, "It's just a beer, it's cool." And then, you know, of course, we started taking shots and shit. And then
escalates quite quickly.
So yeah, the next, but I'm like, I'm feeling healthy, and I'm like, what better time to drink than when I'm home? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also like, and he was like, and her husband Carl was like, "Man, look, like, I look forward to nights like this because we're not at the club, we're not at the lounges and shit anymore. Like when I can just meet up with homies and grab it and drink with them, like that's what I look forward to, right?" I'm like, I'm not gonna take that away from you, my guy. So I'm like, let's drink, right? And so, but it wasn't until the next day, Chia was like, "You were so annoying last night." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "That whole thing with when I told you to order some McDonald's and then you forgot to order it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, I remember that." And then I ordered it for you. She was like, "Yeah, but you were being a dick." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, apparently we got into an argument about the chicken nuggets.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
And she was like, long story short, she was saying something about like, she was like, "I'm not trying to argue with you over these chicken nuggets." I'm like, it wasn't an argument. It was 2 texts. You sent 2 texts. You texted me twice. And I kept emphasizing that.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Yeah, you were being so mean." I was like, okay, so I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, my bad. But this was one of the first times, well, not the first times, but because Chia always talks about how annoying I am as a drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I always kind of chalked it up to, and Rick always says I can be annoying as well. And I always kind of chalk this up to like, no, I realize I can be an obnoxious drunk, but when you're in the party atmosphere, that's fun.
Yeah.
But I realize that if we're home chilling with the baby, yes,
Different,
it's probably
yeah.
annoying. Yeah.
I mean, well, no matter where you're at, if that situation happened, that's annoying.
That's super annoying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, I'm sorry.
I felt like I had to say sorry a lot this year too. I'm sorry.
That's so funny because it's like, don't drink.
I know.
No, I'm just gonna fucking apologize and mean it. All right, give me a drink. Yeah.
You know what? Actually, you're right. I think I'm just gonna keep doing that, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep drinking.
I'm going to mean my apologies when I say them.
Right.
God damn it!
Or at the very
I'm
least,
sorry in advance. Actually,
at the very least, I won't argue about the chicken nugget. You're right. I fucked up. You're right.
I'm about to angry text somebody tonight. Actually, no, that was also part of my resolution.
Oh,
Stop
man.
because I was mad. I was very upset this year. I was so mad.
When I was drunk during my reckless days, it was never angry texts. It was thirst texts. And the thirst texts are the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Because
there's no coming back.
the next day,
No coming back.
I would go through my little BlackBerry
Scrolling
messages
through.
and be like, and I would see all the, what you doing? Wake up. What you doing? Where you at? And I'm like, fuck, this is embarrassing. Especially when you see all the ones that didn't get replies.
Man.
You're like, damn, bitch, I thought we had something
Red.
special.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Angry text. I had to stop. Like, before I send, like how you do with your tweets, I decide to not send them. Just know there's a draft dedicated to somebody in there.
That's hilarious.
All the angry shit I never said.
That's one of the things I'm most thankful for because since I don't drink, I'm not allowed to fuck girls that drink. Right? It's
Smart.
not okay.
That's a good rule.
So because of that, I have not had to ever deal with drunk mad girl texting me and shit. But I've seen it happening, and I'm like, I would not be able to deal with this.
There's nothing more in the world you care about than that message at that time. It's so weird how that happens. Like you're hyper focused on some objective. Like either you trying to get some or I'm trying to ruin your night. And I've definitely caught myself because I wanted to ruin a couple nights and I didn't.
Let me tell you, man, I'm sure we've talked about this before, but nothing is worse than a drunk girl that gets rejected. Because I was talking to somebody one time, and I picked her up from a party, and I had just jacked off. I literally had just jacked off before she told me to pick her up because she was drunk. I said sure, and I picked her up, and she was really trying to get it in, and I'm like, look, man, I just jacked off. I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm tired. This was like 2, 3 a.m. and she was so mad at me. She was drunk, horny, and like called me all types of expletives that now aren't appropriate for social media and anything. She's like, oh, I didn't know you were this and that. I'm like,
Wow.
I'm just not horny right now, miss. But I'm like, look, if it's that serious, give me some head, you bitch, and I'm fine. Let's do it then, right? But never in my life have I been berated in such a way.
Bruh. Hey, a sober woman rejected is bad. It's all bad.
We don't like being told no.
Hey, a woman is bad.
Yeah, a woman that gets rejected, especially, look, yes.
Because there's a whole thing that happens too, like in their heads, especially if you're ready. If I'm ready, I'm feeling myself
Yes.
to the 10th degree. And if you tell me no, if you tell me no, there's something wrong with you. What is wrong with you? And then it goes and starts being like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, that's the question.
Right? And then you start going,
Because there's something wrong with you.
right? Because then you're going, what about me? What did I do? Is it? Yeah. So
And that's when they get angry.
and then just say, give me that
Dare
dick.
you make me look at myself?
I'd be like, oh.
Seeing me for who I am and I ain't it.
It'd be like, so why the fuck you here then? So why you here?
Oh, man.
Oh, I haven't had to do that in a long time. Thank God.
Yeah, and same here. Thank God.
Thank God. That is not it.
That marriage is good for
Right.
not having to do that.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than realizing like you ain't trying to be in the streets. You look at it. Like I'll be looking at the streets through my window sometimes. Like, that looks nice. You know what I mean? Like maybe
my old friend.
right. And I'd be like this, what is the sidewalk like? You know what I mean? Like, are there rules? Can I be in the crosswalk? Like, what if I'm just trying to get to the other side? You got to go through the street to get across it. So
Sure, there's somewhere you can go.
I feel like I need that middle ground. What is it?
We have to get
How to get to?
not quite the street.
I tell you what's great about being a new dad is falling in love with masturbation again.
Okay,
So I'm a new dad.
oh my God. You posting that clip of you talking about the whole computer situation.
Yes.
Shit's so funny. The desktop is wild.
And then like the way you have your mouth.
Yes,
going.
well, everyone's telling me. I got some comments that I need to change some settings so I don't have to move my mouse as much. I don't know, man. I ain't had a desktop in fucking years, all right?
It looked like it when you were describing it. You're like,
But no, that was literally, it's so much. Thank God I have a big desk. But so like,
God.
and now I've really come to terms with, I'll be jacking off more than I'm having sex. Because of course, it's not that she don't want to. She's just tired.
there's a lot. You
Yeah.
have a whole whole ass child.
Yeah, and like, she barely has the energy to cook, let alone please me sexually, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's great because I enjoy jacking off. It's great.
It's so fun.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
And
you don't have to worry about pleasing anyone else.
Exactly. And just the other day, Chia was like, babe, we'll have sex soon. Don't worry. And I was like, don't even worry about it. Oh, we're good.
Hey,
good.
shout out to the men that don't force your partners into having sex just because you're in a relationship with them thinking that you have to.
You thigh chick better be ready.
Tim's like, no.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
I don't know what you talking about.
Who? What?
Wait, wait. I have a marital question now.
Sure.
So, you're not Chia hasn't been in the mood.
Right.
Do you ever offer your services to her? Like, is there something that I can do for you possibly instead of, no, you don't?
Nah, trust. No, I'm saying.
Oh, she just doesn't want it.
If she was in the mood for that, she would tell me.
Okay.
Because at that point, if she's that tired, she's not trying to do nothing.
I got it.
You know what I'm saying? And so it just is what it is.
Oh, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, we'll make the joke or whatever, but I genuinely think men understand a woman not being in the mood way more than vice versa. It's like,
right.
okay, I will jack off. Like, we
Yeah.
genuinely have no problem
Right.
just jacking off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know for y'all, it's a little bit more difficult to get the same amount of pleasure from jacking off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, y'all can't handle when we ain't in the
Like,
mood.
I could literally hump this little crease in this couch and nut
Be
and be
fine.
good in like
Right.
2 minutes.
He'd
Yeah.
be like, see you next week.
Yeah, I don't care how many other podcasts have been through here. I will get it done.
This specific couch.
So we're good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like this was a good year to really get used to this life,
Yeah.
get our bearings and really catch up. You know what I'm saying? And now that she don't need, and of course the older Veda gets, even though she is getting more mobile, at least we don't have to wake up every 2 hours to feed her and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me give you a tip based off of white people dramas I have watched on Netflix and things like that. Keep your horns, because there's gonna come a time where she wants it again.
Oh,
And you cannot be, I'm too busy, maybe tomorrow.
right.
I'm used to not fucking and just jacking off now. You can't do that. You
Right.
gotta fuck them when they ready to
Blue
get fucked.
Chew.
That's why we got Blue Chew. Use code TIM for some percent off your
To save your
first
relationship.
free month of Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Yeah. The chewable tablets, sildenafil and telabalil.
Got tilapia and the halibut.
Tilapia and Selena
Slide down the
Gomez.
field.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna be in a relationship one day. I already see myself being in a relationship in 2022.
Word?
Yeah. I feel like having a boyfriend sounds so cool.
That's crazy.
Not like a husband yet, but like a boyfriend sounds like that shit sounds cool.
It's wild because, in the 2 years or plus that we've done this podcast, right?
Yeah.
You went from Nikki in a relationship
Yeah.
to figuring it out, getting out of it, single Nikki Blades.
Yeah.
And I think when I see you in a relationship again, it's gonna be a little like weird.
Yeah. It makes sense. You started out, you was Nikki in a relationship. Then you wasn't, and Nikki street eats became a thing. You was in the streets.
He was in the streets.
And now street eats is no more.
It's no more.
You ready.
I'm ready.
You ready for them
Bites.
home bites.
Yeah. I think that again, I could be by myself. That's the beautiful part.
That's the best thing to take away from it all.
I can be by myself. I go to sleep alone. I'm not worried about it. So now I'm not forcing a relationship with somebody. Maybe it's not meant to be, and I can actually see things that aren't supposed to work out versus like just being lonely. So I think 2022, I'm going to say like mid to late. Like I don't think it's going to happen right away. But I do think
You got dudes setting alarms in their phone.
But I do think now, I mean, look, I got a career. We're working. I'm building outside of this. I'm very happy with who I'm becoming. So I think that now, possibly letting the universe, throw some things my way.
Good. I'm glad you said that. So it's not a thing where it's like, I'm ready for a relationship. I'm going to have a relationship.
No.
It's more, I'm ready. And if the right person comes along.
Oh, 1,000%.
That's
Yeah.
the way to go.
I'm ready to be open to that.
Yeah, because I was not open. There was 1,000%. Like when I said, still not an invitation for y'all to keep sliding in my DMs.
No, they coming.
They coming. But look,
it's like mid to late year.
You're like, so I had this written in my calendar. But yeah, I just feel more open to even getting to know people. And like whether it's friendships or relationships, I feel that it's I'm more secure in myself. So I know what I'm bringing to the table, and I'm like, okay, cool, we good.
And it makes sense that you would go from, like beginning the podcast, you were in a relationship and then you weren't, because of course, being around us, you're probably super horny for new, like different types of guys. We're so hot.
I want a fatty.
Yeah.
Come on, Sherman.
You got all this dope new energy. You want to try some things out.
That's exactly the way I said it.
I'm trying to jiggle somebody's titty.
I just don't want my titties jiggle no more. I want to jiggle.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Nicholas. I'm sorry.
That's wonderful.
Titties is off. You just made me think about it.
That's great. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Oh
Cheers
my
to
God.
that, buddy.
Oh, how funny. Fuck you. I don't think I would have been able to go through a breakup without you guys. And I think about it, this was therapy.
I mean, high key.
Yeah.
I've had a couple epiphanies on here just from talking about stuff,
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, that's what therapy really is, right?
Yeah.
It's just like really taking a second to really look at yourself and just have a conversation that you maybe haven't had before.
Yeah, but not only that, like being on the podcast, the amount of people you guys have introduced me to, like that I would have never just ran into randomly and meet them in this setting. Like I can say now, like throughout this last year, just some of the dopest people that I interact with on a daily basis now was because of the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Random, but speaking of therapy being like epiphanies and aha moments, do you think therapists have to fight the urge to be like, aha? Every time you
Therapists have
figure
therapists.
something out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they definitely do.
Therapists have therapists.
Bro,
Ain't nobody just right.
No.
Exactly.
No way.
Bro, even I had did I talk about this where I had a meeting with a couples therapist when Chia was pregnant?
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so this is literally one session with a couples therapist, and I used to be like, I've always been curious about what a therapist would have to say in a session about me, but I never felt like
You did talk about that.
I did talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What about my feelings being valid and shit like that? Okay, yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah. But throughout this year, I've seen some of the comments that people have left, and they've, thanked us for sharing the things that we've talked about, because there's a lot of different perspectives. And that's what's been good, because as we've been growing, everybody that's been tuning in is like, they can take their parts from it.
I mean, especially with you, like, with you being like, you're this beautiful radio host, model. And when you can share that, you go through anxiety, you have, you go through depression, you have like just issues that you deal with. I think for a lot of people, when they think of someone who needs therapy or is depressed, they don't picture Nikki Blades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Until they listen to one of the podcasts and be like, oh, fuck yeah.
They been need
Oh, she been. They banged pots and pans and booed her. No wonder why she got issues. Jeez.
But yeah, I think we appreciate everyone who tunes in. At the end of the day,
Through a marriage,
yeah,
relationship,
it's a lot.
children, work.
Yeah, man. Like we're just here to have a conversation, and I'm glad you guys enjoy the conversation at the end of the day.
y'all.
Because really, it's like this takes no effort from me. I just come and talk.
bump my gums.
bump my gum shrimp, you know what I'm saying? Well, what do you got planned for New Year's Eve?
Are we doing resolutions again?
Oh,
Sure,
shit.
sure.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Who wants to? Rick, start us off.
I'ma do it. I'ma do the thing that I swore off doing.
Which is what?
I'm going to lose 3 pounds in 2022.
Which is taking off your jeans.
Hey, after a
going
sweaty day.
to the bathroom one time.
Dude, fuck. What can I do? I don't know.
All right. I probably said this last year. Album,
Oh God.
script.
Okay.
Album and script. We getting this shit done. Oh, well, check this out. My last album, the Cruise Control album with the bangers, Magnetic with Tori Kelly, Fly Young Gentleman, just a lot of y'all went.
That's it. No, I was trying to think of another one.
What do I have to do with Dumbfounded?
Yeah.
Like some of my like songs that y'all fuck with the most that I've done off that Cruise Control album, that was released 2011. So 2021. No, 2012. So 2022 will be the 10-year anniversary of my last album.
Wow.
So what better year to put out an album? And this is also my Chinese New Year, Year of the Tiger. This is my fucking Chinese New Year.
You're a tiger too?
Yeah. So this is
You're a tiger.
so yeah. So this
Explains a lot.
This is my yeah. So I feel like if there was a year to get shit done,
That's 2022.
this is the year for me.
Well, I'm D2.
But also, my mom told me that since I was born in the year of the tiger, but I was born at 8:27 in the morning, she was like, "You're also a sleepy tiger, so you're gonna be a little lazy."
Yeah, them 27s, man.
So, but I want to get out of that. I feel like Goody has some great shit coming on the pipeline. I also have some great shit coming, so I feel like let's fucking work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. Serious one this time.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of 2022, I will have a noticeably different health level.
Let's go.
There
By
we
the
go.
end of
fucking
2022.
go.
I mean, like the end of 2022.
He said
Don't
by
be
the
talking
next
shit
time we do
in
this
October.
thing,
364 days.
God damn it.
I'm gonna look different. He gonna shave off his facial hair.
No, on fucking 2 days after Christmas, I get liposuction. Hey,
I told y'all bitches.
I ain't say how. I said I'm gonna look different.
He got lip injections.
Oh my god.
I'm in here.
Nikki Blades,
shit.
resolutions.
Work in 2022 is to continue to build the brand, to put all the shows that I've wanted to put out there, to not being nervous as much and fighting through it. I think that's the biggest thing is I say outside of just work is stop being so damn afraid and to just do it. And also to continue to have a good relationship with my family, build that up, spend as much time with my nieces as possible, be the best aunt I could be, best sister, best brother, best daughter. So yeah,
That's all we can be at the end of the day.
that's it.
I want to add something.
Do it.
My YouTube channel's coming back.
Oh yeah, me too.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yes.
Let's go.
Cheers. I need a fucking yes.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers. My empty glass, which means
Cheers.
empty resolutions. But yes, for sure. That's Nikki Blades on YouTube. Gonna have content. You guys asked. I'm excited to do that.
Let's go. Make sure y'all subscribe. And I always like to say this toast.
Can I have something in it before?
Oh,
Because
yes.
I think that's a bad omen.
Oh, you're right.
Also, I like to drink still, and we said not alone.
There you are, miss. I will refill mine as
Okay.
well for this final cheers for 2021.
Yes. Aww.
Oh, okay, wait. Before we leave, let's say what we will one more time what we were
Thankful?
grateful for this year. Yes, I'm grateful for you guys.
Yes.
And this podcast, and for all y'all who tune in consistently. I'm so grateful for my health. Friends, family, my wife, my beautiful baby, life changer, game changer. The fact that I can still get work and money through these crazy times. Pass.
Same family, friends, you guys, health, but really is for everybody that's been super supportive throughout this year, throughout these hard times, for everyone just being the best person they can be, even though it's so easy to be a shitty person. I'm just thankful for those who put in effort to not add to the problem. So cheers.
And I'm not being a dick, the same thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're not trying to be
Yeah, I mean,
dicks, but
Okay, I always like to say this to the friends that become family, the nights that become memories, and the dreams that become reality.
Aww.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Cheers.
For 21, 22.
Thank y'all for watching No Chaser. I'm Team Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shuck.
I'm Nikki Blades.
Be safe out there.
Bye.